This video will demonstrate how to create differential pairs within the Allegro PCB editor. Both manual and automatic methods will be shown. For design here, I want to create some differential pairs. Let's first focus on manually creating differential pairs. I'll go under Logic, Assign Differential Pair. The top half of the form will show me all my current differential pairs that exist in my design, which is empty, and the bottom half will list all the nets that are in my design. I know that all my nets differential pairs, and I'm interested in start with the string PODs, so I'll just filter all them out. And basically here you can say I have a POD A plus or minus, B plus or minus, C plus or minus, and D plus or minus. I'm going to create differential pairs out of each of these two pairs of nets. So I'll select on the net here, and notice down the bottom half it assigns that to net 1. Then I'll select A minus, that puts it in net 2 field, and as soon as I do the add, it will show now the top section the two nets that create that differential pair, and the differential pair name is diff pair 0. I can change that name down here if I want to, but I'm going to continue doing this for all the other pairs. Add C plus and minus, and D plus and minus. All right, so you can see I have my 4 differential pairs up here. We can see them in Constraint Manager also. If I go into my electrical constraint set in any of my worksheets, actually, there's an object type called differential pairs. If I expand that, there's my 4 differential pairs. If I expand each differential pair, I can see the 2 nets that create that differential pair. Let's reopen this design, and let's create them automatically using the same command. Logic, assign differential pair. Top right hand corner, there's a button called Auto Generate. Let me select that. And it says I can give them a diff pair name prefix if I want to. I'll ignore that. And now what's the plus polarity and minus polarity? So what it's going to do is, again, look for a common string, common prefix string, and then look for this common polarity with both of that prefix. So I'll use the plus polarity will be a plus sign, the minus polarity will be a minus sign, and I'll select Generate. Notice it did the same 4 pairs again. There'll be a report of all the generated nets and differential pairs. And again, if I go back in the Constraint Manager and expand my differential pairs, I can see the same nets. And what it did is it took the prefix of each one of those, made that the differential pair name, and then assigned those 2 nets into that. Let's look at creating differential pairs through the Constraint Manager. I'll launch the Constraint Manager using this Constraint Manager icon. Again, I need to be in the electrical domain, the net folder. In the differential pair worksheet, you can see I only have object type of buses and XNets. We'll see this filled in with differential pairs in a bit. I will select on the design name, right mouse button, create differential pair. I could create differential pairs manually over here if I wanted to, but there's an auto setup button down the bottom. I'm going to use that. This kind of looks like before. I can give it a prefix, a plus filter and a minus filter. It's looking for common prefixes using these suffixes, so I use _P for my positive filter and _N. As soon as I hit the tab key, it's going to look at all those nets in the design, trying to follow the criteria. It will list them down here. These have not been created yet. I can manually remove things and add things in. I like all those. I'm going to hit the Create button. It'll give me, again, a report showing me all the different nets and differential pairs that were created. Let me close that, close that. If you notice now I do have a, let me expand this. So here's my buses, my X nets and nets, but now I have a new object type of differential pairs. I can expand that. And again, it used the common suffix. And notice that even I have a bus here that's a series of differential pairs. So there's my _N _P, even though the bit is at the end of the net name, I was able to figure out that these were really the common prefixes. So I have a differential pair for each bit of that differential pair bus. This concludes a demonstration on how to create differential pairs within the Allegro PCB editor, both manually and automatically.